The Democratic Party, I'm going to say it tonight so that you won't be confused, is the Antichrist Party. It is anti-family. And I'm going to say this, you're not going to believe it, but it is anti-black folk. You are only needed for votes. You are only loved when it's time to get your votes. There's no real care about you. And see, we still stuck, and we got that thing ingrained in us that this is the party for the black man. It is not. The party has changed. Black people, really, to be honest with you, have never been the priority. They have only been used. Go back and look at the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
What's going on, brothers and sisters? I appreciate you guys pulling up, and we got to check this video out. This is an oldie but goodie. But some of you guys, this may be the first time that you have heard from Alton Williams. This may be the first time that you have heard from this brother. I don't know who needs to hear it, but when it came across my timeline, I said I have to share it. So I don't know who needs to hear it. And I don't know who in your family needs to hear this and needs to see this, but share it with them. Like, share, subscribe.
We've all given Democrats credit for that, but Johnson was the one that wanted to pass it, but he couldn't get enough Democrat votes to pass it. It was the Republicans that pushed and passed the 1964 Civil Rights Act. Go tonight and look it up. Look at Wiki, W-I-K-I, put it in there, 1960. He couldn't even get enough Democrats to vote for it. So he had to go to Republican senators in order to help him out. They are anti-life. The party pushes stuff that's anti-life. It pushes anti-morality because most of their policies are immoral, that pushes sexual perversion. It is the party of death. Why do you say that, Pastor? If you go back, you'll see slavery started with the Democratic Party. And we saw many slaves that died. We also saw under Jim Crow. Jim Crow was established by Democrats. And we saw under Jim Crow how many were hung and lynched. And then we are seeing today how many babies, African American people are giving up their future because they won't have, in another 15, 20 years, they won't have enough people because they have cut their birth rates off and have aborted their children. This is exactly what the party wants. So it is a party of death when it comes down to it. It is a party that is against black families. Look at the history of the family. From slavery, which were Democrat plantation owners, in slavery, they separated our families. They would not even acknowledge the marriages of black families. They would even take a black man over here who called himself being married to a woman, but if he was a big, strong guy, they took him and made him mate with another woman. That's one of the reasons our marriages and our families have not been strong, because the spirit of that has passed down generationally. We have not always had strong family structures like we should have. Now, we did good up in the early 1900s, 1920, 30. Our families were pretty good and pretty strong during that time. But what happened was they bought the war on poverty. This was Democrat. Bought the war on poverty. You know what they did? They gave money to fix a problem. So they had programs, they gave welfare, but they took one key out that they understood was the key to the family. They took the man out of the home. Ladies, we'll give you the money, but you can't have a man in your house. That means the children now were robbed of them having a father. And so that kept, once again, another policy that has hurt our families. And then even today, Black Lives Matter, which was also supported by the Democratic Party, they had in their particular policies that they were against the nuclear family that had the father at the head. They did not believe in patriarchy. And so we look down through the years and we've seen the party destroy our families. And people don't see it because they don't understand truth. This is why policy is so important. because it should be about America first. That's like all of you in your homes, your home, your children, and what you're responsible for has got to be first before you go and try to help everybody else. So we need to take, in order to be a blessing to other citizens from other nations, we got to take care of America first.
Wow. Pastor Alton Williams, man, phenomenal. And he's absolutely right. And I'm glad that he is sitting there speaking to his congregation out there in Memphis, telling his people the truth. The truth. The longest filibuster in U.S. history was committed by a Democrat to stop the Civil Rights Acts from even being voted on. I mean, come on, man. Everything about the Democrats are antithetical to the word of God. All of their agenda. They're anti-family. They're anti-Christ. They're anti-life. Yes, they are the do as thou wilt party. Whatever debaucherous thing that you want to do, they are in full-fledged support of it. Yes, they are the party of Jim Crow, the party of redlining. Yes, they are the party of the Confederacy. Yes, they are the party that fearmonger. They scared a lot of really good black folks down south from supporting the party that freed them, the abolitionist party, today known as the Republican Party, but through fear tactics, they kept a lot of black folks from supporting the party that made sense. And you fast forward to today, and you look at a BLM who up until recently, a few years back, they had it on their website that, hey, we're here to, basically destroy the nuclear family. And you think about, the population here in America, of black Americans, stagnant at 13%. And the reality of it is those numbers are actually down because that 13% actually includes black people that have come over from the Caribbean and other black folks that have come over from the continent of Africa, the different countries. But when you think about the quote unquote FBAs or the indigenous or the black folks that were been here, the ancestors of slaves, those numbers have actually come down. Black people were 13% of the population, in the 1830 census. Those numbers have come down. But when you're responsible for 20 million pregnancy terminations, and then you add in, those that do make it, the crime after that, there's been a lot of lives cut short. And I'm glad that people like, Alton Williams and Patrick Wooden, pastors that are out here, people, real men of God that are out here sharing this, because there are so many people out there that don't know. And you have entirely too many people that are still supporting the party that wants to see them eradicated in this country. Seriously, if there is anything that can be done in our nation when it comes to, the black community, it comes to black America, we got to prioritize family. We got to increase the marriage rate. We got to cut down on the out of wedlock births, and we got to eliminate, our young sisters out there going and terminating the pregnancies. We need to challenge the men to step up and be men in their household. So therefore they can go out and be leaders in the community. And we have to turn back to the word of God. And we got to allow Christ to be the head and to lead us. We've gotten away from it. And that's a lot of the reason why the plight of black America in this country is the way it is, because we've turned away from Jesus Christ. And that is something that has to change. But I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts? Like, share, subscribe, turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family, or you can buy your brother a coffee. The link's in the description box below. I appreciate you guys, man. Join us tomorrow or Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for ARP in the morning. Keep God first, stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.
We won't stop. I won't quit. Stand for the truth. No counterfeit. Real ones rise. Let the fake ones split. Repent for the lies. let the darkness live.